Parashara says one thing, Jaimini says another, Tajik, KP, Nadi, all different lenses. And students keep collecting systems. But why don't they connect? Why does the chart still feel fragmented? Because something is missing. Not another technique, but the glue that holds everything together. Let's talk about that. If you study astrology seriously, at some point you feel confused. Not because astrology is weak, but because there is too much astrology. And many people study astrology, but very few study it deeply. If you want depth, subscribe the channel. Now let's start. When there is too much astrology, you find that one system says yes to an event, another says no. One method predicts an event, another denies it. And then the question naturally arises, if astrology is one science, so why so many systems? The reality is, astrology is not one technique, it is a collection of subsystems. You have Rashi chart analysis, Navamsha, Dashas, transits, Ashtakvarga, Jaimini principles, KP, Prashna, Yoga, remedies. Each system developed to observe life from a specific angle. Just like medicine has diagnosis, pathology, imaging, prognosis, astrology also has layers. And that by itself is not the problem. Then where the confusion begins? The problem begins when each subsystem is used in isolation. One astrologer predicts using only transits, another relies only on Dasha, another trusts only Navamsha, another uses yogas mechanically. So the same chart produces contradictory predictions. Client gets confused, student gets overwhelmed, astrologer becomes rigid, and astrology starts looking unreliable. But here is the hidden truth. All subsystems are correct, but they are incomplete on their own. Because each system answers a different question. Chart shows potential, Dasha shows the active chapter, transit shows the trigger, divisional charts show depth and refinement, yogas show capacity, not guarantee. The mistake is expecting one system to do everything. So what is missing? What is missing is the glue. Something that connects these systems, decides priority, resolves contradiction, gives direction. Without that glue, astrology becomes a toolkit without instruction. That missing glue is a unifying philosophy. Astrology without philosophy becomes mechanical. When astrology is practiced without philosophy, planets become villains, transits become threats, remedies become shortcuts, predictions become fear-based. The astrologer reacts to techniques instead of understanding life movement. This is why many predictions sound impressive but fail in lived reality. So what should the glue actually do? The glue must answer fundamental questions. What is karma? Why does effort sometimes work and sometimes not? Why do two people with similar charts live differently? What is the role of awareness? Is astrology fatalistic or functional? No technique answers this. Only philosophy does. And this is why Vedanta fits naturally. Vedanta does not replace astrology. It organizes it. Vedanta explains karma as stored techniques, free will as present moment effort, destiny as probability, not sentence, suffering as resistance, not punishment. When this lens is applied, dashas show which karma is ripening, transits show external conditions, charts show structure of experience. Suddenly, systems stop fighting each other. They start cooperating. Example of the glue in action? Suppose Saturn transit is going on. One system says hardship, another says stability, another says delay. Which one is correct? The glue asks, what is Saturn's functional role in this chart? What karma is active via dasha? What lesson is being demanded now? Now Saturn is no longer bad. It becomes purposeful pressure. It's a purposeful pressure. Same transit, completely different understanding. If this clarified something for you, let me know in the comments. So why students feel lost today? Most students are taught techniques first, philosophy later, if at all it is taught. So they learn how to calculate. but not how to interpret life. Without glue, they jump systems, they doubt astrology, they copy predictions, and with the glue, fewer techniques are enough. Interpretation becomes stable, confidence becomes quiet. Astrology was never meant to be fragmented. Originally, astrology was part of a larger worldview. It was never separate from dharma, karma, moksha, self knowledge. We separated it, and now we feel the confusion. The solution is not inventing new techniques, the solution is integration. Now, what is the one line truth? Astrology has many subsystems, but without a unifying vision. They become noise instead of knowledge. The glue is not another method. The glue is clarity about life itself. When astrology is glued together properly, fear reduces, predictions mature, responsibility returns to the individual. Astrology becomes a guidance system, not a fortune telling machine. If you want to see astrology as a coherent whole rather than scattered techniques, that perspective is what I explore deeply in my work. You can look into it if it resonates. Otherwise, just remember this: techniques inform, philosophy transforms. Don't just watch astrology, study it properly. Like this video, share it with serious students, and explore Rasayan.